We all know that Amazon is full of incredible animals and plants, but did you know that humans live there as well? There are actually quite a few tribes who call the Amazon their home, and like many tribes, if you try to provoke them, they can cause a little bit of trouble, a trouble you wouldn't want to get into. Today, we'll be looking at 15 of the scariest Amazon tribes that you definitely don't want to meet. Let's start off with number 15, the Yanomami tribe. One of the largest and most notorious tribes in the Amazon, the Yanomami people live across the border between Brazil and Venezuela. This tribe is often remembered for its fierce warrior culture and the immense isolation they've maintained for centuries. With around 35,000 individuals spread across 200 villages, the Yanomami are deeply connected to the land and the rainforest, which they fiercely protect. The Yanomami have faced violent incursions from loggers, miners, and missionaries who have introduced diseases that decimated their population. Historically, their reputation as fierce fighters precedes them, and they've been known to retaliate against intruders with lethal force. The Yanomami also practice ritual warfare, and disputes often end in gruesome outcomes. Their isolation and violent defense of their territories make them one of the most feared tribes in the Amazon. Despite the threats they face, they continue to uphold their traditions, proving that the Yanomami's way of life is one of resilience and survival. Number 14, the Awa tribe. The Awa tribe, often considered one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world, resides in the dense rainforests of Brazil. With fewer than 100 people remaining, they are a small but powerful tribe with a history marked by violence and survival. The Awa's isolation has been a consequence of aggressive deforestation and exploitation by outsiders, especially loggers and illegal miners, who have destroyed much of their land. Despite their small number, the Awa are known to be extremely hostile to outsiders, using their intimate knowledge of the forest to avoid detection and launch surprise attacks against intruders. They are highly protective of their territory and their culture, making them one of the most dangerous tribes for anyone attempting to invade their lands. The tribe's history with contact has been tragic, with many of them being forcibly displaced and killed. The Awa's battle to preserve their way of life continues, with their land now under constant threat. Number 13, the Kawahiva tribe. Another isolated tribe in Brazil, the Kawahiva has been relentlessly pursued by outsiders looking to exploit the resources of their land. Living deep in the Amazon, the Kawahiva's history is one of fierce resistance against colonization, with their population having dwindled due to disease and violence brought by external forces. Known for their nomadic lifestyle, they are highly skilled at evading detection, often disappearing into the rainforest to escape the encroachment of logging and agricultural operations. What makes the Kawahiva particularly dangerous is their deeply ingrained mistrust of outsiders and their violent responses to any attempt at contact. In the past, the tribe has been known to retaliate aggressively, using bows and arrows to protect their land. The Kawahiva are not only fighting for survival against modern civilization, but they also face the constant threat of genocide as outside forces continue to push deeper into their territory, threatening to wipe out their people completely. Number 12, the Mashco Piro tribe. The Mashco Piro tribe, residing in the Peruvian Amazon, is another example of a group that has had minimal contact with the outside world. This uncontacted tribe has become infamous for its violent responses to outsiders who attempt to enter their territory. The Mashco Piro are known for their use of bows and arrows, which they wield with deadly precision. Despite being extremely isolated, the tribe has been forced into contact with the outside world through illegal logging and oil exploration, which has disrupted their way of life. The Mashco Piro's violent tendencies have been attributed to their fear of disease, as previous encounters with outsiders have introduced deadly illnesses to their population. The tribe has become increasingly elusive and aggressive, warning off any intruders with arrows. Their hostility is a defense mechanism, and anyone who ventures too close to their land risks provoking a violent attack. The Mashco Piro's isolation and aggression make them one of the most dangerous tribes in the Amazon. Number 11. The Sentinelese tribe. Perhaps the most well-known isolated tribe, the Sentinelese of North Sentinel Island, are known for their violent resistance to any form of contact with the outside world. The tribe's territory is protected by law in India, where the government has strictly prohibited any attempts to make contact with them. However, their hostile nature has been widely documented. The first modern encounter with the tribe occurred in 1867, when a shipwreck stranded several sailors on the island. The Sentinelese immediately attacked the survivors, making it clear that they did not welcome outsiders. Since then, attempts to visit the island have resulted in violence, with the tribe attacking any boat that comes near their shores with bows and arrows. Even in recent years, outsiders attempting to contact the tribe have been met with deadly force. Their isolation and hostile behavior make the Sentinelese one of the most dangerous tribes in the world, and they remain one of the most mysterious and feared peoples on the planet. Number 10. The Carib tribe. The Carib people, also known as the Kalinago, are native to the Caribbean and parts of the Amazon region. Historically feared for their aggressive and warlike nature, the Caribs were infamous for their raids on neighboring tribes and settlers. They were known for their fierce resistance to colonial powers, particularly during the European colonization of the Americas. The Carib people used advanced weaponry and tactics, such as poison-tipped arrows, which made them formidable opponents. Even today, the Caribs maintain a reputation for being fiercely protective of their land and culture. The tribe's historical legacy as warriors and their reputation for brutal retaliation makes them one of the more intimidating tribes in the Amazon region. Although much of their power has waned, their spirit of resistance remains, and any intrusion into their lands is still met with hostility. Number 9. The Yaifo tribe. The Yaifo people of Papua New Guinea are known for their secrecy and brutal methods of protecting their territory. This tribe, like many others in the region, has limited contact with the outside world and prefers to maintain their traditional way of life. The Yaifo are skilled hunters and warriors, and they do not hesitate to use force to protect their land from outsiders. Historically, the tribe has been known to retaliate with deadly violence against anyone who ventures into their territory without permission. Their strong cultural traditions, combined with their mistrust of outsiders, make them one of the more dangerous groups in the Amazon region. The Yaifo people also practice unique forms of body modification, including scarification, which marks them as a distinct and intimidating group. Anyone attempting to contact the Yaifo risks inciting their wrath, and their territory remains off-limits to outsiders. Number 8. The Asmat tribe. The Asmat tribe, located in Papua New Guinea, is one of the largest and most feared tribes in the region. With a population of over 70,000, the Asmat are known for their strength, their use of war tactics, and their brutal practices. Historically, the tribe practiced cannibalism, using it as a way to intimidate enemies and gain power. They would take trophies from fallen enemies, often displaying their skulls as symbols of their victory. Although the Asmat no longer practice cannibalism, their history of violence and their fierce reputation make them one of the most intimidating tribes in the region. The tribe's ability to defend their territory and their resourcefulness in utilizing the land's resources has allowed them to thrive for centuries. Outsiders are advised to approach them with extreme caution, as the Asmat are not known for their friendliness toward strangers. Number 7. The Maasai tribe. The Maasai, one of the most famous tribes of East Africa, are known for their warrior culture and striking appearance, with their tall, lean bodies and brightly colored shuka clothing. Historically, the Maasai were feared for their fierce fighting skills, which they used to defend their land from invaders and rival tribes. Their reputation as warriors is bolstered by their ability to endure great hardship, as they live in some of the harshest conditions in Africa. The Maasai are also known for their practice of circumcision and other forms of body modification, which are rites of passage that mark their transition into adulthood. Although the tribe has embraced some elements of modern culture, they still maintain many of their traditional practices, making them both feared and respected. Any intruder who disrespects their territory or customs risks provoking a violent response from these proud and warlike people. Number 6. The Asaro tribe. The Asaro tribe, also from Papua New Guinea, is known for their terrifying mud masks, which are used in rituals and warfare. The origins of the Asaro mudmen go back to a time when a rival tribe attempted to invade their land. The Asaro warriors, hiding in the river, emerged covered in mud, making it appear as though they were spirits, causing the enemy to flee in terror. Today, the Asaro continue to wear these frightening masks in their ceremonies and are known for their use of fear as a weapon. Their fierce defense of their land and their intimidating appearance make them one of the most fearsome tribes in the region. The Asaro's ability to use terror to their advantage has allowed them to protect their territory and maintain their way of life in the face of external threats. Number 5. The Korubo tribe. The Korubo tribe, residing in the Brazilian Amazon, is infamous for its hostility toward outsiders. Despite their isolation, the tribe has had encounters with the modern world, and they are not afraid to defend their territory aggressively. Known for their use of poison-tipped arrows, the Korubo have been involved in violent confrontations with loggers and other intruders. These attacks are not just defensive, they are a statement of the tribe's refusal to be part of the modern world. Despite efforts to establish contact, the Korubo prefer to remain isolated, using their weapons and their knowledge of the forest to keep outsiders at bay. This fierce resistance to contact makes them one of the most dangerous tribes in the Amazon. The Korubo's hostility toward outsiders, combined with their use of deadly weapons, ensures that any encounter with them could end disastrously. Number 4. The Ayoreo tribe. The Ayoreo tribe, located in Paraguay, is under constant threat from deforestation, which has led to a steady loss of their land. With the highest deforestation rate in the world in their region, the Ayoreo are a fiercely protective tribe that has had to adapt to survive. The tribe is highly secretive and avoids contact with the outside world, fleeing at the first sign of danger. Well, historically, their land has been targeted by logging and agricultural operations, and they have had to fight for survival. Their strong cultural identity and resistance to modern society have made them one of the most feared tribes. The Ayoreo's willingness to fight to the death to protect their land and culture makes them a formidable tribe, and anyone who invades their territory will quickly learn that they do not take kindly to outsiders. Number 3. The Kayapor tribe. The Kayapor tribe, located in Brazil, is known for their violent resistance to outsiders. Over the years, the Kayapor have fought off numerous invaders, including illegal loggers and land grabbers, using their knowledge of the forest and their fierce combat skills. The tribe is highly protective of their land and culture, and they have a long history of defending their territory with violence. The Kayapor have faced multiple genocides at the hands of outside forces, but they continue to fight for their survival. Their aggressive response to anyone who threatens their land has earned them a reputation as one of the most feared tribes in the Amazon. Despite the challenges they face, the Kayapor have maintained their traditional way of life and continue to resist the encroachment of modern civilization. The tribe's dedication to protecting their homeland makes them one of the most dangerous and intimidating groups in the Amazon. Number 2. The Suri tribe. The Suri tribe, located in the remote southern part of Ethiopia, is known for its fierce independence and distinctive culture. Primarily cattle herders, the Suri people also rely on farming, growing crops like millet, corn, and beans in the harsh, arid land along the Ethiopian-Sudanese border. Their society is deeply rooted in tradition, with elaborate scarification practices and ritual body modifications marking important life events. These physical markings serve as symbols of status and strength within their community. However, the Suri's way of life has been threatened by external forces, particularly government interference and armed conflicts in the region. With their land under constant threat from deforestation and outside pressures, the Suri people have had to adapt to survive. Their culture, which has endured for generations, is now facing extinction as modern developments encroach upon their homeland. Number 1. The Palawan tribe. The Palawan tribe of the Philippines, living on the remote Palawan island, has long thrived in harmony with nature. Known for their shifting cultivation, they clear small patches of forest to grow crops before moving on, allowing the land to regenerate. This sustainable practice has kept their ecosystem intact for generations, but with the rise of modern infrastructure, it is now under threat. In 2000, the construction of a road around the island brought tourism and growth, which caused the tribe to retreat further into isolation. Adding to their struggles, the Palawan tribe's land is being targeted by mining and logging companies, who care little for the ecological destruction they made. These activities threaten not only the Palawans' way of life, but also sacred sites and burial grounds. With few resources to fight back, the tribe is at risk of losing their heritage. Well, that's it for today. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-bending content like this. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.